From the desolate plains of the Sahara to the windswept coastlines of New Zealand, our planet is adorned with geological wonders that both captivate the eye and boggle the mind. These are places where the Earth seems to have unleashed its most creative forces, sculpting landscapes that appear almost alien in their beauty and strangeness. Join us as we explore some of the most unusual and awe-inspiring geological wonders of our planet. Prepare to be amazed by the sheer scale and diversity of these natural masterpieces, each with its own story to tell, etched over millennia. Our journey begins in the heart of the Sahara Desert, a vast and unforgiving expanse of sand and rock. Here, amidst the endless dunes, lies a sight that seems to defy explanation: the Eye of the Sahara, also known as the Richat structure. This enigmatic formation, spanning over 30 miles in diameter, resembles a giant bullseye, its concentric rings of rock spiraling outwards like ripples in a pond. For centuries, the Eye of the Sahara remained hidden from view, its secrets concealed beneath the scorching desert sun. It wasn't until the early days of space exploration that astronauts gazing down from orbit first noticed this peculiar circular feature. Its remoteness and scale had kept it hidden from ground-based observers, but from space, it was unmistakable. Even today, the origins of the Eye of the Sahara are shrouded in mystery. Some scientists believe it to be the eroded remains of an ancient geological dome, its layers of rock exposed by centuries of wind and erosion. Others speculate that it may be the result of an extraterrestrial impact, a scar left behind by a long-ago collision with a celestial object. Whatever its cause, the Eye of the Sahara stands as a testament to the raw power and artistry of nature, a silent sentinel in a sea of sand. We now journey to the southwestern region of Turkey, where a cascade of brilliant white terraces seems to tumble down the slopes of the Anatolian plateau. This is Pamukkale, meaning Cotton Castle in Turkish, a surreal landscape sculpted by the flow of mineral-rich thermal waters. Over millennia, these waters, heated deep within the earth, have deposited layers of calcium carbonate, creating a series of dazzling white travertine terraces that hold pools of shimmering blue water. Legend has it that these ethereal pools were once the bathing grounds of the gods, a place of healing and rejuvenation. Indeed, the waters of Pamukkale have been renowned for their therapeutic properties since ancient times. For centuries, people have flocked to this site, seeking relief from a variety of ailments in the warm, mineral-rich waters. As you wander through this otherworldly landscape, you can't help but feel a sense of tranquility wash over you. The air is thick with the scent of minerals, and the sound of water cascading over the terraces creates a soothing melody. Pamukkale is a testament to the power of nature to create beauty in the most unexpected of places. Along the rugged coastline of Northern Ireland, a path of stepping stones leads from the base of a towering cliff and disappears into the turbulent waters of the North Atlantic. This is the Giant's Causeway, an otherworldly expanse of hexagonal basalt columns, so uniform in their shape and arrangement that they seem to have been crafted by human hands. Legend tells of a mighty giant named Finn McCool, who built the causeway as a bridge to Scotland, intending to confront his rival, the Scottish giant Benandonner. The truth, though equally fascinating, lies in the realm of geology, not mythology. These 40,000 interlocking basalt columns are the product of an ancient volcanic eruption, a testament to the immense power that lies beneath the Earth's surface. As molten lava cooled and contracted, it fractured in a distinctive hexagonal pattern, creating these remarkable columns, some reaching heights of up to 39 feet. Over millennia, the relentless pounding of the Atlantic waves has carved and sculpted the causeway, leaving behind a landscape that is both hauntingly beautiful and awe-inspiring in its scale and symmetry. Scattered along the windswept shores of Kikohe Beach in New Zealand lie a collection of enigmatic stone spheres, seemingly abandoned by a giant hand. These are the Moraki boulders, spherical concretions formed over millions of years on the ocean floor. Their presence has sparked countless legends among the indigenous Maori people, who believe them to be the remains of eel baskets washed ashore from a mythical shipwreck. The scientific explanation, while less romantic, is no less fascinating. These boulders began their formation 60 million years ago as small concretions of calcite, gradually accumulating layers of sediment and minerals around a central core. Over millennia, these concretions grew in size, eventually becoming the massive boulders we see today, some measuring over 6 feet in diameter. The Meraki boulders stand as silent sentinels on the beach, their smooth, spherical forms a stark contrast to the jagged cliffs and crashing waves that surround them. As the sun sets, casting long shadows across the sand, it's easy to imagine these boulders coming to life, whispering tales of the ancient seas they once inhabited. High in the Andes Mountains of Bolivia lies a landscape so surreal it feels like stepping into another world. This is Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat, a shimmering expanse of white that stretches as far as the eye can see. Formed from the remnants of prehistoric lakes that long ago evaporated under the intense Andean sun, Salar de Uyuni is a place of extremes, where the air is thin, the sunlight blinding, and the silence deafening. During the dry season, the salt flat transforms into a blindingly white expanse, its surface so flat and reflective that it becomes the world's largest natural mirror, reflecting the sky with stunning clarity. As you walk across this surreal landscape, your reflection stretches out before you, distorted and elongated, creating the illusion of walking on water or even among the clouds. When the rains come, the salt flat undergoes another dramatic transformation. A thin layer of water covers the surface, transforming it into a giant, shallow lake. The sky is perfectly reflected in this mirror-like surface, blurring the line between earth and sky, creating a sense of infinite space. Hidden deep within the Vermilion Cliffs National Monument in Arizona lies a sandstone wonderland known as the Wave. This geological marvel, sculpted by the patient hand of erosion over millennia, is a symphony of swirling sandstone waves, frozen in time. The Wave is a hiker's paradise, its undulating formations beckoning visitors to get lost in its labyrinthine canyons. The vibrant hues of ochre, crimson and gold that paint the sandstone walls of the Wave are the result of iron oxide deposits laid down millions of years ago when this area was a vast desert. Over time, wind and rain have sculpted these layers of sandstone into the mesmerizing patterns we see today. Due to its fragile nature and the need to protect its pristine beauty, access to the Wave is carefully regulated. Only a handful of permits are issued each day, making a visit to this geological wonder a truly special and coveted experience. Carved into the heart of the Arizona desert lies a slot canyon of such ethereal beauty that it seems to belong to another world. This is Antelope Canyon, a place where sunlight seems to dance and swirl, illuminating the sandstone walls in a kaleidoscope of colors. Formed by the erosive forces of flash floods rushing through narrow sandstone canyons, Antelope Canyon is a photographer's dream, its smooth, flowing walls creating mesmerizing patterns of light and shadow. The canyon is divided into two sections, Upper Antelope Canyon, also known as the Crack, and Lower Antelope Canyon, or the Corkscrew. Both sections offer their own unique perspectives on this subterranean wonderland. Upper Antelope Canyon is famous for its dramatic beams of sunlight that pierce through narrow openings in the canyon ceiling, illuminating the sandstone walls in a dazzling display. Lower Antelope Canyon, as its name suggests, is a more challenging but equally rewarding experience. Visitors descend into the canyon via a series of ladders and metal staircases, their journey taking them deeper into the heart of the earth. Here, the canyon walls narrow and twist, creating a sense of claustrophobia and awe in equal measure. On the island of Bohol in the Philippines, a peculiar landscape unfolds before your eyes. Stretching as far as the eye can see, over 1,200 perfectly cone-shaped hills rise from the earth, their grassy slopes a vibrant green during the rainy season. These are the Chocolate Hills, a geological enigma that has captivated travelers for centuries. Legend has it that the hills were formed from the tears of a heartbroken giant who fell in love with a mortal woman. When she died, his tears flowed freely, creating these mounds of earth as a testament to his sorrow. The scientific explanation, while less romantic, is no less fascinating. Geologists believe the hills were formed over millions of years by the uplift of coral deposits and the erosive forces of wind and rain. During the dry season, the grass covering the hills turns a rich chocolate brown, giving the hills their name. The sight of these perfectly formed hills, their slopes a uniform shade of brown, is a truly remarkable sight, one that has earned the Chocolate Hills a place on the tentative list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Rising dramatically from the heart of the Wyoming plains, Devil's Tower stands as a solitary monolith, a beacon visible for miles across the surrounding prairie. This imposing rock formation, composed of igneous rock, has long been an object of reverence and awe for the indigenous peoples of the region, who have woven myths and legends around its existence. According to geological studies, Devil's Tower is a laccolith, formed from magma that intruded into existing sedimentary rock layers but didn't erupt. Over millions of years, the softer sedimentary rock eroded away, leaving behind the more resistant igneous rock that forms the tower. The tower's most striking feature is its fluted sides, formed by columns of rock that cooled and contracted at different rates. Devil's Tower gained international fame in 1977 when it was featured in Steven Spielberg's science fiction film, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. In the film, the tower serves as a landing site for extraterrestrial spacecraft, further cementing its place in popular culture as a place of mystery and wonder. In the heart of Nevada's Black Rock Desert, a surreal and otherworldly sight awaits: Fly Geyser, a man-made geothermal geyser that erupts in a kaleidoscope of colors. Unlike its more famous cousin, Old Faithful, Fly Geyser wasn't formed by purely natural forces. It was accidentally created in 1964 during a geothermal well drilling project. The well, drilled in search of geothermal energy, tapped into a pocket of superheated water rich in dissolved minerals. Over time, the scalding water, unable to be contained, forced its way to the surface, erupting in a continuous geyser. The dissolved minerals, including silica, calcium carbonate, and iron oxide, began to precipitate out of the water, forming the geyser's distinctive mounds and terraces. The vibrant colors that adorn Fly Geyser are the result of thermophilic algae that thrive in the hot, mineral-rich environment. Fly Geyser is a testament to the unexpected beauty that can arise from human interaction with the natural world. Though unintended, this geothermal wonder is a constant reminder of the powerful forces at work beneath the Earth's surface. Along the rugged Oregon coastline, where the Pacific Ocean crashes against basalt cliffs with relentless fury, lies a natural wonder that seems to defy the laws of physics. This is Thor's Well, a gaping sinkhole in the basalt rock, seemingly bottomless, that swallows the ocean with a thunderous roar, only to spit it back out in a spectacular display of watery fury. Legend has it that Thor's Well was created by a mighty blow from the hammer of Thor, the Norse god of thunder. In reality, this natural wonder was formed by the relentless power of the ocean itself. Over millennia, waves eroded the basalt coastline, carving out sea caves. As these caves grew larger, their roofs eventually collapsed, creating openings to the surface above. Thor's Well is a particularly dramatic example of this process. At high tide, especially during stormy weather, waves surge into the well with tremendous force, filling it to the brim and creating a vortex of churning water. Then, as the water recedes, it rushes back out through the opening, creating a geyser-like spout that can reach heights of up to 20 feet. Our journey concludes in Bryce Canyon National Park, Utah, a landscape so surreal, it seems to belong to another planet. Imagine a vast amphitheater carved into the edge of a plateau, filled with thousands of towering sandstone spires, known as hoodoos. This is Bryce Canyon, a place where erosion has sculpted the rock into a whimsical landscape of otherworldly beauty. The hoodoos of Bryce Canyon are formed by a unique combination of geological processes. Over millions of years, layers of sedimentary rock were laid down in this region, creating a multicolored layer cake of sandstone, siltstone, and limestone. Uplift from tectonic forces then pushed these layers upward, creating the Ponsaugun Plateau, where Bryce Canyon is located. Once exposed, the forces of erosion went to work, carving away at the plateau's edge. The most significant erosive force in Bryce Canyon is frost wedging. During the day, water seeps into cracks in the rock. At night, temperatures plummet, causing the water to freeze and expand. This cycle of freezing and thawing, repeated countless times, widens the cracks, eventually breaking apart the rock.